Hey boys, welcome back to some Storm career. It's round 11. We're in 10th spot on the ladder. As you see, a very up and down season. But I mean, we're a couple of wins either side of the top 8. It's all very congested around there. The Seagulls aren't traveling too well in this career mode either. I think our only player out is Sam Cassiano, who in real life is probably going to be leaving the club as well. You would imagine he's the favourite to be leaving. When I upload this video, he's probably already signed to a new club with the Storm salary cap issues, but it just means... Who actually came in? Patrick Afusi? I didn't actually see, but the Seagulls. New signing there, Kane Algie. Their forward pack is pretty similar. They did lose Sean Lane, who moved to the Eels, did he? Sean Lane? Pretty solid. Honestly, a pretty good player. I think he's a bit underrated. Although, being underrated, it's more that he's been out injured a lot in his career. He's just a tough player to handle. Like he's a back rower that just scores tries. He's just so big, you know. Maybe defensively he can be a bit weak, but I mean, running a line, like he's just a tough player to bring down. So the Eels, you know, a good signing there. A tough loss for the Seagulls, honestly. They're probably, you know, I don't know. The Seagulls, I think they're going to struggle again this year, but who knows, dude? They could pick it up. Is right here. A good little kick, but oh no, Munster, he blew it. It was I think it was Smith there, and then the annoying thing, you're so close to the damn try line. I couldn't even pass it. I tried to pass it, but they just they tackled us too freaking quickly. Is Daniela Paseka straight through. I'm actually excited to see how Paseka goes this year. Obviously, last year he was his first, like, you know, introduction into the top grade, but the dude is an absolute monster. Like he's so big. Like another season under his belt, a preseason with the top grade. Like I'm very excited to see how good he can be and how tough he is to handle. Because I mean, that's the one thing about the Seagulls. They might lack the depth, but they're 17 playing squad. Obviously, they lost Dylan Walker as well as being kicked out. Probably fairly fitting. So you know, I don't know who they're gonna replace him with. They probably will have some cash to actually spend if anyone's available, but I don't really know if there's going to be that many outside backs. Anyways, Aden Fanua-Blake, I think he must have got there surely. We give away. I mean, there was nothing we could really do. I had to give away the penalty. He just ran into us, and I thought I was a marker, or I don't know. It was a bit strange. He probably should have scored. But yeah, like I was saying, the Seagulls, their top 17 is pretty strong. Like their forward pack is pretty strong. Like Mantapau, Adam Fanua-Blake, Taniela Paseka, Jake Trebojevic, Joel Thompson. That's a pretty strong forward pack. Their other back row, I don't know, probably Frank Winterstein, potentially Jack Goreski. I don't know how to pronounce it. Saying like that is Cameron Smith, a little 4 out of dummy half. Haven't used him too much in attack, but that is fantastic play. I tried to put in the little kick with Vunivalu. He's probably not the most adept to kicking. Big Vunivalu. He's more for his speed and power across the field, but as Chambers, this one just gets knocked down. So we're playing, you know, a few chances opening up. We're just struggling to really take advantage of the chance that we do really need to win this game. As Jake Trebojevic there takes it towards the try line. Hopefully we can defend this last play of the first half, and there we go. Joel Thompson gets wrapped up. But yeah, I don't know. Their back line is probably a bit of an issue now. They did lose Brian Kelly as well, who is a big loss. Is Kelly, as Addo Carr here just gets pushed over. Well, he pushed off his counterpart, just went over the sideline, and obviously the injury now to Tom Trebojevic, who is looking likely to miss. I don't know. It's up in the air, but I don't know. Let's just say he misses like 3 games to start the season. That's real bad. That's real bad for the Seagulls, because I mean, obviously teams can come back, later in the season, but I think if the Seagulls were to really, make a charge for the top 8, is Josh Adokar here. We get it out to the speedster, a little bit of razzle dazzle with the footwork, and finally we're going to get the first try of the game, and our first try off the scrum. Beautiful play, and there we go. Take the lead in this one. But yeah, you need to get off to a good start, and the other bad thing is that if he's going to miss a few games to start the season, he's going to miss a couple of games during the season with Origin, so they're going to be without their best player for a good chunk of the year now. So yeah, not good at all. Their forward pack isn't going to be affected too much. I mean, Jake Boyovich, obviously, as right here, it's going to be the last tackle, puts in the kick. Vunivalu should be pretty safe, although George Tafua gets above the pack, but Brody Croft, what an absolute try saver right there, as Cameron Munster will show and go, gets a beautiful ball onto Will Chambers. Chambers gets the pass onto Adokar. Finally, we're going to streak away and score. Right there. That was one of those times. The game is a bit strange like that. It's not like previous games where if you hit pass, like they would pass it. Like that right there, there were 2 times there. I think it was the first time with Munster, I went to pass it, but then the contact came in and I shrugged him off and then passed. And then Chambers, I hit the pass button, but then he skipped out of the ankle tap and then he passed it. It sometimes is a bit frustrating because a lot of times when you go to pass, a player will make the tackle before you release the ball. You can't really do quick hands at the line, which it's sort of, as they do score a try, a little consolation try, although they are back in it. There's still 20 minutes left, but it's sort of, I don't know, it's sort of a good and a bad thing, because I feel like in previous games you could cheese the game a little bit too easy with just quick hands across the back line, because you would eventually just always get an overlap because every player could just throw the ball sideline to sideline. It was very, very easy. In this game, it just takes a bit longer to actually pass the ball, which, I don't know, even when I'm saying it, I actually feel like this way is better in that sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did like the old games where you could just go from sideline to sideline, these big backline movements. But yeah, I don't know. I sort of feel like in future games, it would be nice to have a perk for your centers especially, but also your backline, even just all backline players just have a perk, just a quick hands perk where they can pass the ball quicker than a forward. Have it so the forwards, take a while to wind up their pass, and their pass is a little bit inaccurate, but your outside backs, especially your centers and fullbacks, if you hit pass button, if you tap the pass button, quick hands, just gets it on quickly like that. I don't know. I think that would be good. As a little kick here for Adokar. Beautiful play, although it's a good scramble by the Seagulls. But yeah, there we go. We do get a win against the arch rivals. It was a pretty good win, honestly. We played pretty solid. Only 4 points, but I felt like it was pretty dominant. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.